Hey, Kyle Wilson here, and we are on another VeVe and Ecomi video. And in this video, we'll be talking about the metaverse, okay? So if you missed out on my live stream of the metaverse, you can definitely just check that out by going to my YouTube channel and clicking the metaverse, VeVe NFT Metaverse Live, Secret Easter Eggs, where we essentially streamed this live. So if you missed out, you can definitely catch that stream. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to see content like that and stay up to date. But yes, so we did the metaverse experience, and the community had pulled together their brain power, and we basically discovered, I think, most of the Easter eggs. So if you want to partake in this metaverse experience, what we've kind of dubbed the VeVeCon or EcomiCon, then you can just go to veve.me, which is the official website, and you can download for either Windows or iOS, or Mac OS. With that being said, this is not the VeVeverse, but there's scavenger hunt. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right to it. So without further ado, we've basically pulled together some resources here on the good old interwebs. So shout out to the Twitter community. And shout out to the Ecomi team, by the way, for putting this together, for breaking us out of the box and shaking things up from the norm that we're used to. So big shout out to the team. And also, this post right here that I tweeted earlier has a bunch of good, Easter eggs that were in the picture. Spider-Man, Stan Lee, Wonder Woman, V for Vendetta, Indiana Jones, Mickey Mouse, Homer Simpson, Doctor Strange, Wolverine, X-Men, from my Chris Crypto, appreciate you. And then lots of good comments and a lot of good feedback as well. Terminator from Brock Make Blockchain. We have X-Men, Indiana Jones, so he's just tying together some of the quotes. Doctor Strange, so Wendang, thank you so much. Right there. So we scroll down. Brock Make Blockchain also tied together the PAL toy, it looks like, from Spider-Man. So I thought that was interesting as well. Somebody tied the spoon, obviously, to Matrix, so that could be a possibility, which is cool. Spider-Man, of course. So there was a lot of good ones. Guy Fawkes from, V for Vendetta, which would actually be really cool because he has super cool weapons and daggers and things like that. So that would also be a very fun one as well. A lot of good stuff in there. And here's a close-up. So if you want to, you can pause the video and take a look yourself. But as you can see, XWin, XY, X2, possibly Spoon here. We're not really sure. What if this was a lowercase a and that was actually a W? That'd be pretty funny and said spawn, but who knows. And here is all the other quotes as well. So a lot of it's just quotes, as you can see here. The only thing covered up is this user down here. I think covered up the Guy Fawkes, but you can see his eye right there in the mask. But obviously Doe, that's a dead giveaway for Homer Simpson. The glove, everybody's speculating cause or obviously Mickey Mouse. This looks more like the Mickey Mouse, but it could be also cause, but we don't know for sure. But it does look like the Mickey Mouse glove. So also, I just wanted to point out a few other things that were kind of dead giveaways that are also possible teasers as well. Like the first thing you see when you enter the metaverse, which is the Godzilla, basically. So there you go. And then some other notable ones were the UFO that you actually got to go up in this UFO once you solve the puzzle or what have you, or the scavenger hunt. This was cool because if you take a look at the bottom right, polar lights, actually they make actual toys, and one of the toys that they do make is Star Trek. So you can take a look, for instance, right here on Amazon. You can actually buy this. And that's like literally the first thing that pops up is polar lights, Star Trek, USS Enterprise, 350th scale right there. So you can see that's pretty much the same one. If not, I think this is actually, yes, the same one that is coming to the app. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's just kind of a low-key kind of thing right there. So I just wanted to point that out. Another couple things I wanted to also point out to further solidify Godzilla and Kong. There you go. There's actually I think two pictures that were up of the same exact 2D here, so that was interesting and kind of like a double triple confirmation. Another one was Muhammad Ali. So maybe we will see famous athletes in history like Muhammad Ali. This is obviously this is actual a real painting, or at least a real picture rather, based off of a real picture and a photograph. So it'd be very interesting to see what they come up with as far as famous athletes go and things like that, because that would actually be really cool, obviously, to have that in your vault and in your showroom. Some other cool things to note as well were obviously there's a lot of astronauts. So um, obviously, so this guy actually looks like an actual real astronaut. That may be one of the founders. I'm not really sure, but also you have it looks like possibly Sigourney Weaver from Alien. So that's another thing to note as well. Also to the right, there was a Red Bull astronaut on his pants. You can actually see a Red Bull. Actually, I think I have it right here. Yes, you can see his Red Bull. So this could be from when they did the famous balloon, like they launched a balloon into space and then dropped a dude from a balloon like way far up. So I don't know if that's from exactly when that was, but I do remember Red Bull setting a record for that. So that may be some kind of moment. So maybe we'll see some kind of moment or 2D moment, something like that. So it looks like Red Bull, obviously, they have the license possibly to that, which would be actually insane and super cool to collect like something like Red Bull, and especially in an art piece like this, which they set a record in. That's a kind of a moment in history to me, and I remember watching it live, and I thought that was absolutely insane. Is basically the Red Bull space drop, as you can see clearly on this guy's suit. He's got Red Bull on his pants right here when he dropped out of this, this pod from outer space, and he was the first guy to basically jump from. I think it was actually technically like inner space or something like that. The first man to do that, and obviously like parachute down and things like that. It looks like the guy was Felix Baumgartner. I believe is the guy. So this was obviously a super iconic time in history, and for Red Bull, and it was just super cool because we didn't really know what would happen to this guy, and you have to have a very well built suit for that. So I thought that was really cool. Next up, we have a Cripkins box. Now this was in the Cripkins next to the Smorkin' Labbits by Frank Kozik. So Cripkins, I noticed the first thing is this box underneath. Maybe what we could see as far as accessories go, to put your Cripkins on top of that. So I thought that was very cool because that's kind of the box they come in. I think if you buy like the blind box rather, so that's really cool in the physical. So maybe we could see something like that. Another thing to note as far as accessories go is the cereal boxes. So the cereal boxes are, maybe we'll see that since they are assets that were actually uploaded to this metaverse. And then as you can see in the background, you have the serial killers. But then you also had this like video in right here. So I wonder if we'll get animated like 2Ds or something like that, which is what I've, obviously with the DaVinci or Javinci, it is animated. So I wouldn't be surprised to see more animations come to the VeVeverse and to vaults near you, and things like that. And eventually, like I've showed you guys in my previous videos with the interactive comics, I do suspect that they could be like three-dimensional in augmented reality once that technology is fully realized and we can use our AR glasses and things like that. One of the big ones was the Back to the Future curbside platform here that you can put your DeLorean on. This one was actually way back in the day. I think it was actually featured in one of like Dan and David's like presentations a few years ago. So this one was also right here, as you can see, Back to the Future. It's really dark, but I think it's because it's in this corner maybe or something like that. But looks like a prop that we might be able to get in the future. So I thought that was something to note as well. All right, guys. So the last big one is going to be these pictures I'm bringing up right now. So at first glance, you're like, oh, okay, this could be look kind of looks like Pirates of the Caribbean, because if you've ever been on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, this is actually kind of what it looks like. There's a guy like on the beach, and it looks like a city right here in the background. They had two paintings or two artworks that were like this, but I've been on Pirates of the Caribbean like a billion times at Disneyland, so I'm very familiar with the ride and what it looks like, what it feels like, and things like that. So to me, this actually just reminded me immediately of Disney movies. So I wasn't too sure, but until I saw this one. This one, if you are familiar with the Peter Pan verse or Peter Pan uh, uh, world or Never Neverland or whatever it's called, this is like the Skull or Skull Island and Peter Pan. I could be getting some of these words wrong, so I do apologize, but as I'm just doing this video, but obviously you can see an eyeball, a nose, like, and this is the mouth, so that obviously is a skull, and the ship, and then obviously like the tree that they live in inside. So to me, this kind of screams like Peter Pan or something like that. I believe that's how it is in the movies or in the story as well. Could be wrong, but I like to speculate. So let me know what you guys think about those two pieces, the two ships and things like that. Is that Disney confirmed? Obviously, Disney owns Marvel, so we know to some degree it's already confirmed and things like that. And we've seen a lot already. But as far as the next few things, the next iterations that we could see in the near future, Peter Pan possibly, and maybe Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. So I don't know. I'm super excited about that. And I think that's really cool and really awesome. So all right, guys. Well, that's about it for me. Like I said, if you want to, you can go back on my channel and watch the stream, my past stream right there of the Metaverse. But make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and bell button if you want more videos to be notified of more videos like this. And smash the like button if you like the video. You know what to do if you don't like the video. And peace, love, VeVe. Be like an NFT. Be authentic, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching so much. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.